So for today's project, we've got a 2013 Ranger, and I guess what ails this one is this is the second time this has actually happened to this machine, but I've got a fin broken off the cooling fan. I know it's hard to see down in there. No, you can't see it right well, but anyways, so I got this whole thing is one unit, the fan itself, not the rad, but the fan is. So I'm going to try and take that out, and what I've done is I've actually gone to an aftermarket company and got a fan that's way cheaper than the Polaris one. This one, time you get tax and everything on it, in my area it's about 440 bucks. And like I say, this is not the first one I put in it, so I don't think I'm going to pay that this time. I'm going to try something new. So I've gone to my local auto parts store and picked up this 12-inch electric fan. There's a part number. And if you'll notice in the picture, I'll show you in the fan in a second, there's actually no shroud on it. So what I've done is I've got my old fan here, and I actually zipped right around the edge here with the grinder. Then I've gone along and just leveled everything out nice and smooth, and I'm going to set my new electric fan right on this shroud and bolt it right on. So here's the new fan, and all I've done is, like I say, I cleaned up the shroud a little bit. I'm going to set this fan right on there. Get everything centered up the way I'd like. There's holes clear around this thing to fasten it on good and solid. And the only thing I got to do is determine which way you want it to go. This fan will either push or pull air. And then I got to take my end off the factory one and actually splice it into the end here. Let's see how it works. So now that I've got my holes drilled, I just want to point out the factory fan here, as you can see, 7 blades. You know, looks like a quality unit, but this one here, which was way cheaper, I actually like the design better. The outer edges of the blades are actually connected with this ring. I have no idea how anything was even getting near this fan, but this is the second one I've broken one fin off of. So I'm hoping that this, where these are all interconnected, will hopefully solve that problem, be the last fan I ever put on it. And I'll save about 300 bucks in doing so. So here it is, it's all mounted. Sorry, I couldn't really film all this stuff. I just used machine screws, nylon lock nuts, top and bottom, super secure. Something else I want to point out is the original fan, you know, it's basically open for things that could get in here. I have no idea if a stick get in here or how that even happened. I really don't know. But at least this aftermarket fan, it does have sort of a grill in the back here to protect it from things, you know, getting in there too much. Maybe that'll help, maybe it won't. Not sure. Excuse the mess here, but I had a little epiphany, we'll call it, brainwave. What I did was I actually cut the wires off this fan and hooked it up positive or ground to see which way this fan rotated. So then I know whether one has to be positive and which one has to be ground on the new fan according to the plug. Originally I was going to run the machine until it got hot to see which one was positive, which one had to be negative. But I'd really rather not do that where there's not a fan on it to cool it back down. So this is what I've come up with. It's funny, this come here with wiring, it was to push. Now what I've done is switch the fan around. Sorry, getting tongue tied here. Switch the fan around. Right in the instructions it says just to switch the fan around. You can switch the polarity to make it pull air. And so anyways, now when I put this on, the colors are actually going to be matched according to what I found out from this little test on this fan. So I'm going to try it and cross my fingers that it works. So here I am. I put the fan all in place. It actually went in a lot easier than the old one come out. The old one sat fairly tight to this cross member here, and this fan has a narrower profile, and it made it much easier to get in and out. Still a little pain to get the old one out. There's one tab over here underneath this rad hose, has to come out by it. And anyway, it will come out without taking the rad out. It's just you got to hold your mouth just right and, you know, cross your fingers and all that stuff. But anyways, I've tried it. It works great. It seems to pull more air. It's way quieter than the factory one. So I guess the next thing to do would be get it on the trail and try it. Anyways, tune in next time. We'll see what we got on the go.